This bin is collected by the district council, but what's inside is dealt with by the county council. This grass is Huntingdonshire District Council. This grass is Huntingdon Town Council. This grass is Cambridgeshire County Council. Bus franchising is done by the combined authority. Buses run on county council roads and they stop at a district council bus station. Local government in most of England is really complicated. Town councils, district councils, county councils, combined authority. It's hard to work out who's responsible for what, and that slows everything down. Residents shouldn't have to work out which council is responsible for something when they need something done, whether that's housing, education, or reporting a pothole. Pretty much everyone agrees that local government needs to change, but what nobody's been able to agree on is what to change it to. The government has started a process called local government reorganisation. Instead of district councils and the county council, we'll just have the council. I know how dull that sounds, but it's actually really important because it affects everyday things like roads, schools, parks, streetlights, and your council tax. The district council does the local plan that says where new housing is going to go, but the county council does roads, so the local plan doesn't plan roads. Last February, the government told councils in Cambridgeshire, you need to reorganise. Aim for councils of about 500,000 people, use existing boundaries where you can, and try to agree. But if you can't agree, send us your proposals. That means replacing all the councils we've got now with a much smaller number of bigger ones, probably 2 or 3. So the councils worked together and they came out with 3 proposals. So we're going to need a map. Option A is Cambridge, South Cambridgeshire and East Cambridgeshire together, and then Huntingdonshire, Fenland and Peterborough together. Option B is Cambridgeshire and South Cambridgeshire together, and then East Cambridgeshire, Fenland, Huntingdonshire and Peterborough together. Option C is Cambridge, South Cambridgeshire and Huntingdonshire together, and East Cambridgeshire, Fenland and Peterborough together. All of them rely on boundaries that were drawn up in 1972, and that misses opportunities. You could split existing districts. You could expand Peterborough north and west. You could make Newmarket part of Cambridgeshire, which it clearly should be. That all might mean more disruption, but a better outcome. These are hard choices. Last July, the MPs for Peterborough and North West Cambridgeshire, Andrew Pakes and Sam Carling, proposed option D. Cambridge and South Cambridgeshire as one council, East Cambridgeshire, Fenland and part of Huntingdonshire as another council, and then the rest of Huntingdonshire and Peterborough as a third council. Option D does have some things going for it. It breaks some of those boundaries set in 1974 and it brings in 3 councils, but it has some real problems too. The new Mid-Cambs Council would have lots of social care costs and lots of expensive rural roads to maintain, not many working age taxpayers. And it would put a council boundary between Huntingdon and Godmanchester, and all that separates them is that bridge. Under option D, each side would have its own schools, its own roads, its own libraries, its own planning, its own social care. It'd be like splitting Peterborough into 2 along the River Nene. That fence fell over weeks ago. The county council, the district council and the town council aren't sure who has to fix it. So the town council's put up a temporary one for now. When Peterborough backed option D, Huntingdonshire proposed its own 3 council model. Option E, Cambridge and South Cambridgeshire as a council, Peterborough, Fenland and East Cambridgeshire as a council, and Huntingdonshire as its own council. The free and independent glorious People's Republic of Huntingdonshire! No, just Huntingdonshire. It's popular locally and it's probably the one I'd pick. But it does mean taking on very expensive services like adult social care without the economies of scale of a larger council. The original target was 500,000 people. Then it turned out that 300,000 people would be okay. Huntingdonshire is currently about 190,000. None of the councils submitted option C, so there are 4 options on the table. The government's running a consultation on them. There's a link in the description. After that, the minister can pick one of the options, tweak one of the options, start the whole process again, or pause. Once there's a final proposal, Parliament votes it up or down, no amendments. If it passes, we're likely looking at elections to shadow authorities in 2027, with the new councils getting their powers in 2028. All this doesn't directly affect town and parish councils like Huntingdon Town Council, which I'm on, but in time more services could be passed down, or some things could close unless towns or parishes step in to run them. In Yeovil, where I'm from, the town council ended up taking on a theatre, parks and public toilets. That's the kind of thing that towns may be asked to do. And it would make sense for there to be just one council cutting all the grass in Huntingdon. I think unitarisation, these changes to local government, is broadly a good thing. I wouldn't have done it like this, but I do think these changes will improve things eventually, but they will be disruptive while the changes are happening. People can honestly and sincerely disagree about what's best. We do have to think about the whole of Cambridgeshire and Peterborough, not just what's good for Huntingdon or what's good for Huntingdonshire. Please do the consultation the government have put up. It's our chance to have our voice heard. And if nothing else, at the end of this, we might finally get all the grass cut.